being a true master of your reality. Not just the person manifesting a thing or a person, but mastering manifestation. Come on. You know you want to do that. Hello, my fellow flawless, limitless, sexy, sassy, saucy HBICs. How are you on this lovely morning, afternoon, or evening? How are you all? I hope you're all doing fabulous. I hope you're all choosing to be versions of yourself that have exactly what you want. Being masters of your own damn realities. I hope that's exactly what you're doing. And if not, well, this video is going to help you do. It is. So, if you'd like to work with me in any way, shape, or form, all of that information is in the drop box below, including my sexy, sassy, saucy, amazing channel memberships. Please, if you need a zhuzh, if you want to be uplifted, if you want the experience of furthering the expansion of your awareness, if you want to get what you want, I really suggest you join the channel memberships, most importantly, the VIP, the Advanced Manifestors group, because that's the group that has access to all the channel memberships. It is such a loving community. It really, really is. And I get it. You're probably thinking, Kim, that's probably because it's yours. I know, okay? I used to be like that too. But the community is so damn loving because we support each other. And if you could use the support, I really suggest you join, because you'll get well over 3 hours or plus of, hanging out with me. If that interests you, information's in the drop box below. Now, let me shut up and get to it. Being a master at your reality. Now, for some of you, you might be where I was in my early days, where I didn't give a shit about hearing about being a master. I just wanted to hear, how do I get what I want? How do I get that freaking relationship? So if you are thinking that, don't click off. This video is going to help you. I resonate. I understand. I've lived it. Let me explain to you that right now in this moment, you're perceiving your reality. You're looking at it. You're making a decision. You're making an assumption of what you believe is happening for you in 3D reality. And if you're feeling like shit, there's a pretty good chance that you are already deciding for yourself that either it's working too slowly or it's not working at all. Maybe it's just fear you're listening to. But with this little mindset shift, you're going to start experiencing a lot more favorable things in your reality. Right now, the Advanced Manifestors group is reading Reality Transurfing, doing it in 78 days, something like that. I can't think of the exact title, but that's what we're reading right now. And one of the principles, actually, if you notice, a lot of the videos lately are in reference to that. Well, because I'm moving it right along with my channel members. But number 32, it's a principle called the Master's Intention from Reality Transurfing. Using your willpower, you declare any event or circumstance favorable and to your advantage. This affirmation is not merely based on hope in the goodwill of the world, which takes care of you because it loves you. It is not derived from trust or confidence, which circumstances can cause to crumble at any moment. Nor is it born of the arrogance of blind faith in your own success. It is not even based on optimism. It is the master's intention. You are creating the individual layer of your world, and you are the master of your personal reality. You are a master of reality if you can move yourself at the same time as leaving the world free to move. That is one of the main things that I see people being unable to do while manifesting. And it's not because they're just wired to not be able to do it. It's because they're clutching reality. They're fighting against reality. They're messing with the middle. And chances are, if you're in a place of being frustrated with reality, you're probably doing that. So, what is the interpretation of that principle? Also in the book. The master is not so much as an active figure, but more as a witness. Rather than leading, you allow. That is what makes the master's intention different. When you look in the mirror, don't try to move the reflection, move the image instead. Your attitude and the focus of your thoughts. In other words, move yourself rather than trying to grab hold of the reflection. If you interpret intention as the determination to demand from the world whatever you think it owes you, you will be left with nothing. If you ask the world for what you want, you will still be left with nothing. All you have to do is place your order and allow the world to process it for you. You stop the world from working on your order because you demand, petition, fear, and doubt. Therefore, the world also demands, asks, fears, and doubts. It reflects your relationship to life impeccably. After all, it is only a mirror. Are you hearing that? It's a mirror. It's reflection. You have to really feel this truth. How funny. It's literally what he's saying, the same thing. Like, you need to understand that. Let the world go. Allow it to be a comfortable place for you to be right now. This fragile, fleeting feeling will pass quickly, so you have to hold on to it. Imagine for a moment an incredible thing. Your hostile, problematic, difficult, and uncomfortable world has suddenly been transformed into a joyous, comfortable life. You give it permission to be that way. It is up to you to decide. The secret to this power lies in releasing your grip. So you see, how are you really in this moment while you're watching this video? How are you viewing and interacting with your 3D right now in this moment? For a lot of you, especially if you're manifesting a specific person, you are probably gripping reality. Gripping it. Maybe getting frustrated with experiencing something over and over again. So for example, in our channel membership today, in the hot seat group, a question came up with, one of our HBICs is manifesting her specific person, manifesting obviously a full-blown, relationship, probably marriage. And there's one particular thing this HBIC would like to see differently in reality. She'd like to experience a little different. I'm going to use the example of manifesting a specific person, and you would like more communication. And maybe, right, you've experienced the beautiful version of your specific person. But then, boom, the lack of communication kind of comes back into the equation. In those moments, it's very easy to feel powerless and to go back to old habits, to think, here we go again. Here we go again. I'm still experiencing this bullshit. Think about it. Maybe you're manifesting a specific person, and maybe you're experiencing hot and cold behavior with your specific person. Let me ask you, how many times did the cold behavior show back up in reality and your response was, here we fucking go again? Or better yet, Before the cold behavior showed back up, you were already bracing for it, dreading that they might do it again. Is that being the master of your reality? No. That was a version of yourself being attached or dependent on a specific experience in order to be happy, in order to believe that you're getting what you want. That's not what this HBIC was doing. I don't want her to watch this video and think that's what I mean. But the question she had was, how do I get out of the cycle of experiencing this? I know I can do it. I know I'm returning to my decision. If you're new to my channel, anytime you hear me say return to your decision, I'm referring to returning to the decision to be the version of yourself that has the desire, or being in that state. You're claiming it for yourself. Well, how to get out of a cycle of experiencing something that you're sick of experiencing? Well, out here in 3D reality is the reflection. So what do? Do we call our SP and let them know that we're done with their bullshit? Well, I mean, I suppose that can be an option for some of you. But is that really the thing that's going to get the 3D to change? Only if that caused you to change. Only if that boundary setting was you doing something that your old self wouldn't do. Do you see what I'm saying? The image has to change, not the reflection. So you change your position to reality. Going back to the example of the HBIC and the channel membership, what can she do to break out of the cycle of experiencing not the contact she's really interested in? She wants more contact, better communication. She has to change the image. Change the image. Change the person looking in the mirror. Not responding to reality with the, here we go again. Here we go again. I'm not saying she did that again. You can tell I'm very, very cautious because I don't want her to think that that's what I'm thinking about her. But in case she watches the video. But to any of you else out there, if you're trying to stop hot and cold behavior with your specific person, and you're experiencing the cold right now in this moment, the image needs to change, not the reflection. So how you view reality is the key. If you're experiencing something in the reality that you don't enjoy and you want to stop, let's say it's the communication with your specific person, you want to experience more of it. Well, to get rid of the lack of communication, you change your response to it. You change how you feel about it, what you're labeling it. The master's intention, like Vadim Zeland's talking about, is deciding that no matter what you're experiencing, it is in your favor. It is working out for you. You see, our rational, logical sides, the rational side of our mind, that is our limited side. That's what's limited about us to give us this physical experience. But it's not because we're really limited. But that viewpoint, right? The rational mind, the logical mind, that viewpoint believes in the conditions and the layers. But you have the power of your own awareness to rise above the layers and change your position with reality. So let's say, for example, I'm manifesting my specific person. Let's say I'm manifesting specific person all over again. And I didn't love the communication in the beginning, right? But instead, I'm this version of myself with all the knowledge of what to do. How would I handle it? If I was experiencing something I want to stop, or I want to experience more contact, I would do my best to remind myself that if I experience, let's say, a day with no contact, again, I live with my person, so this is just an example. I would not respond in reality. I would do my best not to. And I would remind myself, I am source. I am the only cause. Reality is only reflecting. I'm not going to decide it's a here we go again. Nope, I'm not going to do that. Because what am I doing in that moment? I'm bringing my awareness right back to the thing I don't want, and I'm identifying with it. I'm saying yes. Yes, it's true. Here we go again, the thing I don't like. So more and more focus is on the thing I don't like. Nope, that's not at all what I would do. I would know that it's okay that I want to experience more communication from my person. But I would know that if I wasn't experiencing it right now in this moment in my 3D, I would know to still decide that no matter what I'm experiencing, it's leading to my outcome. It's to my benefit. I'm not going to panic. I'm not going to fight against it. I'm not going to call my specific person and bug the shit out of him because he hasn't responded to me yet or he hasn't contacted me today. I'm not going to do anything that implies that I'm panicking over reality or that I'm clutching it or that I'm saying it must unfold this exact way or I'm not getting what I want. And that's what a lot of us get caught up doing. A lot of us, I used to do this, I would try to control every single circumstance and experience that would pop up, but not even from the place of, making a decision. I like this, but I don't like that. There's nothing wrong with wanting to experience regular communication with your person. That in of itself is not an issue. But when we put the super importance from the place of desperate neediness, I don't like this, but this keeps happening. Can't you see that that's an energy in of itself? It's an identity. I'm not experiencing what I want. Let me try to fight against this. A lot of us judge every single circumstance that pops up. And we get so focused and entangled on fixing all the individual little things that pop up that we totally get our awareness off of our ultimate decision, the outcome. So you see what I'm saying? You want to master reality? You want to experience a loving, fulfilling, committed relationship? Maybe you're manifesting money. You want to experience having more money? You got to stop gripping reality. Her timing. Sorry if you could hear her drinking water. Listen, please know, I'm not stupid. I know that when we are experiencing circumstances in the 3D, they're not always fun. They're not always fun. And we don't have to pretend to love every circumstance that pops up. But you are in charge of what you stay focused on. You are in charge of that. So because you have the choice, you do have the choice of what you're choosing to bring your focus back to or bring your awareness back to. You do have that choice. I'm going to say it again. It is a choice. Our old habits probably were to focus on the things that are bothering us. And I get that. I was the same way. But through a consistent, repetitive decision, I stopped doing that. I stopped keeping my entire focus on the things that were bothering me, the things that I was afraid of, the things that were irritating. I learned, wow, the more I keep my intention on fighting my reality, trying to hold on and grip it so tightly, the more uncomfortable this journey is. The more I'm attached to a specific way this must unfold. And I'll give you another example. When I first started manifesting my specific person, I want you to know that what I had in my mind was, okay, I'm going to script this. He's going to instantly fall head over heels in love with me, be totally obsessed with me. He's going to call me every single time I want him to, which is every single day, morning, noon, and night. I want to be able to see him every single day, morning, noon, and night. And that's just all going to happen like that, instantly. And not that I'm trying to say there aren't instant manifestations. Of course there are. But you see, I wouldn't allow that. I wanted that. But every time something else popped up instead, like he had to work overtime, he wasn't feeling good, so we had to cancel plans. Any time something came up that got in the way of what I believed was supposed to be the perfect unfolding, well, I would start affirming against it, trying to fix it. He doesn't work overtime. He doesn't work overtime. He doesn't work overtime. He doesn't work overtime. What do you think fucking happened? He worked overtime. 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 Because where was my focus? Where was my awareness? Fighting, fighting, fighting. And let me just tell you, anytime shit popped up, I would go right back into the, here we go again. This doesn't work. This is not how this is supposed to go. There's no way he loves me. This isn't love. This isn't what I wanted. All of my awareness, my full identity was so wrapped so tightly around it has to unfold this way, or it means I don't have what I want. It means I can't be happy. It means I'm never going to get this. Throw out your ideas of that pre-planned unfolding and get your eyes on the ending, on the you having it. Feel free to think of it as you thinking about a day in your life and what a day in your life might look like with you having everything you want. But not judging reality if it hasn't shown you word for word what that day in the life is yet. The less you're gripping and allowing, the quicker and easier this can be. I learned the hard way. You don't have to. Make the decision now. Today, right now, right as this video ends, you're going to start looking at reality as it's working out for you. Everything is working out for you. Everything is leading you to your outcome, even if a circumstance pops up that makes no sense to you, that is the opposite of what you want. You don't care. You're still going to decide it's working for you anyway. Things will make sense. They will. They might not make sense now, but they will. I'm talking from experience. How you decide reality is dealing with you matters. A master, a manifestation master isn't afraid of their 3D. A master of manifestation knows comfortably that everything really is leading you to your outcome. Everything is. Even unfavorable circumstances. Let's just keep it real. Even the unfavorable ones were, in my situation, were showing me that I was still holding on and identifying with an old belief. Truthfully, I can tell you hand over my heart that every single unfavorable thing I experienced along my manifestation journey with my specific person, there was not one shit circumstance that didn't actually make some sense to me. I could see it was always my reflection. Authentically, it is. But listen, sometimes we get really going on our manifestation routine. We're really feeling good. Our mind is in the right place. And then something pops up. Think about how you respond to what that little pop-up is. Are you responding like your old self? Or are you taking control and responding like your new self? And I'm assuming your new self is viewing it as, I don't know where the hell this just came from, but it's okay. I'm still getting what I want. I'm still being taken to my ending. Because you are. This is why I say, stop fighting reality. You want to master it? You want to get what you want in reality? Then get out of it. Get out of it and focus your awareness on what you want. Everything will lead you to it. So, what are you focused on right now in this moment? Life sucks tits? Or you're getting what you want? So on that note, I'll see you tomorrow.